I didn't really feel the action in it. So I guess like I kind of felt bored, even though there was action, quote unquote. So like that's how I'm gonna describe it.
Yo, they need to call the next series Dragon Ball Cap, because the way they're running this shit.
Oh, that's that good shit.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ooch. I'm here with my brother Ooch and the homie Kai, and we are back again, once again. How y'all doing today, boys? The trifecta. We're back again. Listen, it's been a pretty interesting week, I must say, here on the Full Power Podcast, here on YouTube, and just the overall Dragon Ball community, and for a lot of obvious reasons. But before we get into it, les formalities. Kai, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm still a little crazed up. A lot of my shit's still in boxes, but I'm doing good.
Yes, I mean, look, my man is looking like more like a content creator by the minute. Oh, look at that shit, yo! Hey, make sure you guys are following Kai on Twitter, okay? I got that shit right there, boom, okay? He got it twice. All right, my man, brother Ooch, how you doing today, sir?
You know, crazy events happened today in my life, but you know about it, you know. But you know, it's good. You know, I'm Jay chilling.
We're still moving. We're still out here. Listen. This is the only direction we going. All right, that's it. Up. All right, never fucking backwards. Because great transition, right? Guys, we're almost at 500 subs. We are almost at 500 fucking subs. Isn't that a nice little thing to talk about to open up the show? So like I like to usually do here before we get into our main topics, right? I always like to shout out some of the accolades that we achieve, right? Obviously, we're gathering some more patrons, which, by the way, of course, you know, you can become one naturally, right? Support the podcast, make us go even more full power than we are already, right? Hit us up on the Gmail, fullpowerpod@gmail.com, and follow us on Twitter, of course, at fullpowerpod. But besides the Patreon, the YouTube, okay? The YouTube, we're at right now, I'm looking at a number that says 473. You know what's crazy? 73 is in that number. Anyway, has nothing to do with anything. But yeah, we're almost at 500, and for those that don't know, 500 is the goal for the first ever live episode of the Full Power Podcast. Now, I don't think it'll be next week. Not to say that we couldn't get those subs before then, but I think next week there's a very good chance we might have a guest. And do you want to know who that guest might be?
I'm ready. Let's get this. Let's talk about some real content. I'm not with all this. No. Let's go.
My man said, "Fuck this chapter review right now."
Facts.
Hey man, I'm not even mad at that. How can you be, right? But just so I'm not tickling you guys too hard right now, okay? Because I don't want to promise anything that I can't fucking fulfill. However, there was a certain conversation that your boy did have, and it wasn't just any conversation, okay? This was a video call, okay?
That's sick.
It was a video call, okay? And yes, I talked to Nasir, okay? It's official. It's official. He is, and let me just start by saying this. Everything that I said about this dude is beyond the truth. Okay? Not only is he a real one, okay? He is literally one of us.
Oh, really?
Like he like on the level of just like he's just there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
It's like it's the kind of real one that you just can't put into words. All right, like you guys already know I'm all about my authenticity, my real shit, my realism, right? This guy is fucking awesome. I gotta say, I'm actually honored to even say he's a friend, right? Like, bro, that's OD, right? Because honestly, it's just like that's just like we just vibed. We just literally vibed for like fucking like 2-3 hours. Just like, it's so weird. You were moving, right? So our usual day that we record was put off. Totally fine. Life happens. But it was at that time, life just said, hey, here's the creator of fucking Legend. Here, have a whole conversation with him. I was just like, bruh. So, of course, I can't say certain things. That goes without saying. Right. However, what I can say is that he is looking into getting onto the fucking show. Okay. So that is something to look forward to. So guys, if you guys are listening to this right now, I'm not guaranteeing it for episode 65, but what I am saying is that Nasir wants to be on the Full Power Podcast, and that alone is amazing. So we could talk more about that later in this episode if we have time, because you know we got to get through to what we're here for today, this week. And yo, this is what I fucking knew something like this was gonna happen. Okay, that we were gonna, whenever it's time to talk official. You saw it on Kai's face. Look at my brother. He's not even paying attention to what's going on. He's fucking not even here. Like, you know. But hey, we keep it real, right? But as y'all know, Chapter 86 just dropped for Dragon Ball Super, the manga, and to our surprise, apparently this is it, which we're gonna get into. So let's just go over this this chapter real quick. So there's a lot of action, so it shouldn't take us too long, right?
True.
So you know how we're always like connecting how they are literally watching Marvel movies while drawing this manga at the same time? Well, apparently they have a Netflix subscription too, because these motherfuckers are straight up like, they was watching Stranger Things, and I was like, oh, nice. Toyotaro has good taste, I guess, right? So my man Vecna, aka Gas, right? He's got freaking Goku in the damn freaking chokehold force hold, John, right? Goku's trying to instant transmission away. He does. Gas too quick. Hits right in the nosebleed. Oh, get the band-aid, right? He's out here. Oh my god. Gas looking like an old ass man freaking ends up behind him. He apparently says he doesn't feel better. He has never felt better, excuse me. And he is really just having his way with Goku. Puts him in a freaking like tornado, right? And he's just feeling himself, right? He's out here. You cannot escape this power of mine. Sends a blast that nicks and grazes Goku. Ends up all the way out in space. Still getting his ass handed to him. Goku in the ground looking like Yamcha, right? The everyone's favorite pose in the freaking ground with the, you know, all that indent, right? And then all of a sudden, Gas, you know, we've been used to seeing him whipping out these created weapons that he does, but now he's doing like these key fists and feet and shit now, right? So that's a thing. So he's doing that. So he's socking and bopping Goku still. Goku is struggling. He really can't do a whole lot. Even when he tries to combat it, it's not enough, until finally, for the first time in I forget how many chapters, Granolah finally fucking returns. Dude, I was like, I'm reading this and my reaction, you guys will see, I'm like, all right, here we go. Finally, And in my head, while I was reading this shit, I was like, okay, so he's not gonna defeat him now. Wow, boy, was that fucking wrong. Because apparently, they was just trying to wrap this shit up too. So we'll get into that too, because I have a few things to say, and I mentioned in my reaction already. So Granolah basically saves Goku. He shoots the blast that was about to hit freaking Goku, or was it? No, it wasn't a blast. It was he saved him from getting hit from gas, and Elik wasn't expecting it. And he made Granolah made Goku. He made it look like he was still trying to come after Goku, and Elik really fell for that. He was like, "Oh, like you want a job? Fucking idiot, right?" So he uses that as a distraction to basically kind of talk to Goku one-on-one to kind of like get him ready to like cover him. Essentially, that's basically what we're leading to. So then Goku. Now here's a funny thing. The entire time, Goku was getting rocked, socked, bopped, mopped. My man he had no offense. And usually what happens? He gets hit out of it. Like, he would have been in base form or some shit, right? No, he was in the survival, thriving Ozaru state the entire time. He didn't drop it once. I was like, somebody was watching Legend, right? Anyway. So Goku plays decoy while he lets Granolah do the double finger charge gun shot. So basically right now Goku is doing exactly what he did for Piccolo all those years ago. Makanko Sampo. Except it's not that, right? It's the Granolah special. Don't know what to call it. Anyway, here we go. So Goku still, he's trying his best, still getting his shit rocked. As a matter, and this is where we see the little feet, the feet aura key John that Gas is doing. Goku's getting destroyed. But as this is happening, Gas is starting to finally show his weakness, apparently. And the weakness is that in exchange for all this power, his body is just fucking deteriorating, getting older and older by the second. And he starts to like bleed from his fucking abdomen, and you could just see it on his face, like he's just looking old as fuck, right? And Goku still, even while down, still able to throw like a ki blast to protect Granolah from, you know, getting distracted. Gas, out of pure fucking rage, ki blast the shit out of Goku. Like just a barrage of fucking ki blasts, and my man just still down for the count, but still somehow in thriving Ozaru. Still. Which is a crazy thing. But that's not all. Here comes Vegeta. And this was thing that pissed me off, number 5 or some shit. I lost count. Because how is it that Goku can keep thriving Ozaru? Vegeta came in base. He was in fucking base form. Where his ultra ego at? Why he couldn't just turn it on real quick, you know? Nah, nothing. He came in base. He's playing the distraction role now. So now Goku and Vegeta are working together to help Granolah get this charge going. Okay? Now, Maki and Oil. I actually remember their names for once, right? The freaking, like, the brother and sister or whatever. The other heaters that were there. They're like, oh, let's go help. Because Gas is not looking too good. The tank is running on E. Low key. Oh. Here comes Manito. Like, what the fuck is this guy gonna do? Yo. He pushed them to sleep. Night. And I was like, oh, wow. I didn't know the Namekians could do this. But I will say this, someone in the comments actually reminded me. He was like, well, actually, it does make sense for a Namekian like Manito to have some sort of like defensive technique, because the majority of them, Namekians, are not really fighters. That's why there's only like, you know, a handful, really. But funny enough, there's only a handful of good fighters on fucking Earth too. Whatever. It's funny how that works. But anyway, So Manito's out here, puts him to sleep. So they're out of the picture. And then Vegeta holds Gas in place, but then he gets tossed like a fucking banana peel, son. Like he's fucking playing Mario Kart and slips. How this? It's like, yo, we take how many steps forward with Vegeta, and then how many fucking leaps backwards we gotta go? Like, what the fuck? You're just gonna... Goku's getting all this effort put in, right? He's like trying. Vegeta comes in, tossed. Disrespect. I don't like that. At least if, you know, like, at least hit him first. Something. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. So, Elix says that if you actually go through with this blast Granolah, it will destroy planet Cereal, the home you are trying to protect. Oh, all right. Well, is he gonna go through with it? Find out on the next panel of... Oh, there goes Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. The white hair is back, guys. I'm not exaggerating. Literally, he goes from sleep to fucking Mastered Ultra Instinct. White hair and all. And not only that, next page, he whips out the fucking Naruto mode. The Megazord shit that I honestly thought we were not going to see again. I thought that was a one and done where it was only going to be in the Moro arc.
I thought so too.
So
I was mad confused about that whole shit. I never seen that shit
But
before.
as far as the panel's concerned though, like that artwork, that shit look fire.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, the one thing, I can be as jokeful as I am because, you know, we kind of need to get through this shit, all right? But I've never had a problem with the artwork. That's never been a problem for me. Toyotaro is a great artist, and you know, I'm sure a lot of fans that don't know that it's him that's doing the artwork would probably still think it was Toriyama.
Easily.
So, exactly. So here we go, right? And I guess this confirms that if Goku is in Ultra Instinct, he can just do this Megazord bullshit now, which is okay. I guess it's just a part of the arsenal now. So he's got this Susanoo fucking mode. He literally grabs Gas. And it looks crazy. And did they even explain how he did that in the last arc?
I don't remember that shit. I didn't read until this arc.
Yeah.
So I don't remember anything. I didn't know anything.
Like, well, the way it happened, like, so okay. So it's coming together now. Okay. So the last time we saw this, it just happened, right? Here, it's just happening again. Check. All right, this is still Dragon Ball Super. All right, confirmed. Yes. All right, this is it. This is the one. We're reading the right shit right now. Okay. Yes, it's consistently inconsistent. Okay, it's all good. Okay. So Susanoo Goku throws Gas into outer space, chucks him. Yo, I can't make this up. I'm looking at this. Yo, okay, guys, I want you to imagine, if you've not read the chapter, right? I just want you to imagine a key, like a version of Goku that's not actually Goku. It's just energy, but the energy looks like Goku, and it's 10 times his size, grabbing another character and just chucking that shit like a beanbag into outer space. That is pure comedy. That is what that shit is. So he chucks Gas into fucking outer space, which is smart because, you know, apparently if Elix basically power scaled for us. He was like, oh, well, if you shoot this, the whole planet's gonna get destroyed. All right, well, let's fucking throw Gas out in the fucking atmosphere and shoot up there. Makes sense. He points up. And then what happens is, oh yeah, so I almost forgot about this. Oatmeal, the fucking eyepiece that he has, right? The little AI eyepiece that he's got. he helps Granolah with aim assist. Bro, we have aim assist in Dragon Ball fucking Super.
Yeah, he's mentioned that before. We knew it was aim assist.
I just think it's funny just to say that. We have aim assist.
Strongest in the world, and you still need a handicap.
Yo, wait, yo, oh my god, that's OD. That's OD.
Uh-huh. Strongest in the world, you still can't aim. Oh,
the
okay.
strongest in Dragon Ball Super. Yo, this shit is great. So then we get Goku.
Something.
Huh? Say that again?
I said this shit is something.
Oh yeah, it's something. All right. That's okay though. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We got Goku going, Granolah, shoot! Do it now, Granolah! Type shit, right? Fire! Shoots this fucking big ass spirit bomb looking fucking thing. And we get a nice double pager. At this point, Gas looks like he's fucking 147 years old. He is so old in the face, like it looked like his skin about to fall off his eyelids. Shit was crazy. My man gets shot, obliterated. To the point where, you know how in anime where they get the shot where like everything is like white because of all the light and everything, right? There's a rumbling and all this. Goku and Vegeta get knocked back from the blast, but Granolah catches them by the fucking ankle and wrist, literally. Everybody else seems to be okay. And then Gas falls from the sky. And I'm just like, you're kidding me.
Because in Dragon Ball, if there's a body, there's a problem.
Yeah, he needs to disappear.
Exactly.
Dude. So, let me read word for word what Granolah says. Okay? And I quote, "But Gas will be out cold for a few days. So take him and leave. Never darken our doorstep again." Before that, he confirms, I didn't kill him. Okay? I didn't kill him. That's what he says. He didn't kill him. He did it on purpose. So, hey man, he took a page out of Goku's book. He didn't originally intend to kill Frieza. Right? Gotta acknowledge it. Gotta acknowledge it. But hey, he also says, I'm not out for revenge anymore. Not against anyone. So it seems like Granolah has some sort of a developing moment, if you will, if you want to call it that. Right?
Bardock out here changing hearts.
Hey, you know, like, take it however way you want it. And then Goku says, that was wild, Granolah. And Granolah says, I'm sorry for everything. Vegeta's like, it's a little late for that fucking now, you motherfucker. And then the last shot we see is a cooked Gas in the ground. Like, this puts Yamcha's shit to shame. Okay, because Yamcha got put there by a fucking Magikarp. This guy toasted, roasted, cooked, serenaded. My man is burnt. Like, you would have to, even if you tried zooming in on this shit, even pixelated, you could just tell, yo, this guy got fucked. Right? That's crazy. And that's how the chapter ends. So, Kai, you wanna give us your fucking thoughts? I'll give you the thumbs up.
Great artwork. 10 out of 10 Goku Susanoo.
Oh yeah.
That's like that. Every time I see that shit, it always reminds me of like that and the one they did in Avatar where it was like Korra versus Vaatu when they were in their spirit forms.
Yes, that's true. Yep. I forgot about that. Brandon?
I mean, I honestly sped readed that shit so fast. like I didn't really feel the action in it. So I guess like I kind of felt bored, even though there was action, quote unquote. So like that's how I'm gonna describe it.
Yo, they need to call the next series Dragon Ball Cap, because the way they're writing this shit.
Nah, cause like I really don't know how I feel about the whole chapter. Like nothing really, like, I guess, excited me or like fucking put a light bulb in my fucking head or anything like that. Like the only thing that was questionable to me was that Susanoo Goku, because I'd never seen that before, just because I didn't read the previous arcs before this one. So if y'all saw it before then that's why I didn't have any idea about it. But yeah, no, outside of that, like there was really nothing interesting about it, or like there's nothing interesting for whatever chapter's next. Like there was no real hints about the next chapter at the last panel, I think. So yeah, no, I mean, I thought it was boring, honestly, if I'm gonna be real.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's all we're about here. Complete raw honesty. You know, everyone's favorite 2 words: constructive criticism. Okay, we're being very constructive here and critical.
On that CC.
The C to the C, yo.
Like yeah, I don't know if the Dragon Ball Tale Legends just killed this chapter for me, or what. But I don't know. Fuck, forget about all that though.
Nah, I think this is complete lackluster bullshit all on its own, because if we can look at this and shrug our shoulders because we have Legends, but if we didn't, we'd be like, man, fuck this shit.
Keep it real. Absolutely.
So that's why we're like indifferent right now. It's because it's like, we still have something better.
Yeah. No, and you know what? Like, I'm glad you brought that up, because that's a great talking point right there. Because legend or no legend, okay? Because clearly that's what a lot of people are going to be like kind of bouncing back and forth with, the official and this now, is the fact that when we look back month to month, not week to week, month to month, that we've had this arc for as long as we've had it for, okay, there was buildup, there was teases, there was a lot of questions, there was a lot of mystery. But at the payoff, after all that shit, it kept dragging and dragging to the point where it was like it lost the interesting things that would have made it a lot more interesting died. Like, take this
almost
shit
immediately too.
Yeah, like I want to say around between March and April. Those 2 chapters, that was an exciting time for this fucking arc, because this was when we were seeing all of the Bardock stuff, right? That was when this whole shit was at its most interesting points, because there was the speculation and the theories and the rumors of, yo, like, how the fuck did Bardock defeat this dude? Meanwhile, they're having a problem with him now, right? And just the excitement and a lot of the theory crafting that went behind that moment is what helped kind of revitalize and the morale overall with how people were taking this chapter or this arc. But as soon as that shit got deaded, because what ended up happening was, well, Bardock went thriving Ozaru based off of a fucking wish. Okay, he essentially, like, and it was all through the finagling of the wording, right? It was the wording that provided the context of how he defeated Gas in the first place. It wasn't that Bardock gained some crazy transformation. It wasn't that he decided, like, he was the secret hidden Super Saiyan 4 primal instinct before everybody else. It was none of that shit that we were fucking thinking. It was that he was asked, if you could wish for something, what would you do? And he said, well, if this shit was real, I would just wish for my sons to grow up strong. Or, as Viz put it, I want my sons to thrive. And thrive they did. Well, at least one of them. But, you know, that's interpretation. You know, a lot of people have argued us and been like, oh, well, Raditz lived for as long as he did. So, okay, you got that. That's fine. That's fair, I guess, right? But at the end of it all, there was evidence that backed up how that wish also protected Bardock. Which gave him the strength to just defeat Gas at that point in time. And then, you know, this is really weird. And it's just so funny how even with the current arc that's being written in real time, how this ties back in with the movie. Because what happened to everybody's favorite green Namekian? My man needed some help. And what did he do? He called in a favor from Shenron. What can I say, guys? I can't make this up. I can't make this up. So
wait. I want to jump in real quick with that because we're on this Piccolo wishing thing, and I've done my fair share of hate comments, plenty episodes into it already, right? So I would like to say that at some point someone did bring it to my attention that, well, that's kind of fair. It's kind of fair game for him to do that. And I had to think about that and let that slide because I was like, you know what? They might be a peaceful race. They might not have combat abilities, but they did kind of make the Dragon Balls. Yeah. So if they want to use them, they got it. Because like you even remember, like, you know, Shenron saw him and was like, oh, you know, like Lord Piccolo, good? Like, yeah, like, and then of course, you know, like right at the end of the wish, like, oh, for you, psh, I got you, fam. Like, yeah, here's that bonus.
Shenron's out here fucking working the counter, and he fucking gave him a little extra. Yeah. Put a little sauce on that shit. I'm like, oh.
He said, here, this for you and your fam.
Yeah. But see, but my thing is, right? And this is the difference. See, people think automatically, whenever they hear me talking about some stuff like this, they automatically think I'm hating. See, that's the difference. I'm not hating. Because when at the end of the day, to know that Piccolo now has something to keep up with everyone else, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. It's how he did it, though. That's the difference. Okay? It is what it is, you know, because you have all these characters that, whether they were handed it or whatever, a lot of them just had, you know, like a lot of them were training for it, you know, and it just has an extra layer of meaning behind, you know, the forms that are unlocked or, you know, gained or whatever, you know. Yeah, sure. Like, if you ask me, like, was it time for Piccolo to finally get something? Absolutely. You know, but the fact of the matter is just like, I'm making a point, just kind of drawing the comparisons, where it's like we had a situation in the manga where the character that is the big bad, who was fighting the main character's father, literally went through the same shit and he didn't even realize it. And that's the crazy part. It's just like, damn, like, that's wild. Like, it's just, I'm not even trying to bring this up saying like this is shit. I'm just saying, like, isn't that crazy? That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's really all I'm saying. Because, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, like, listen, this is shit that we whether we fucking like it or not, we we watch it, we read it, man. We dissect it, we talk about it, and that's it. You know, we don't have to necessarily fucking love everything either. We're not hating on it. Some things we are. It's just, it is what it is, right? So, but yeah, so apparently, right, this arc is over now. The fucking chapter ends completely open-ended. There is no setup. There is no, like, looming fucking anything, right? And some people in the comments under my reaction for this were like pointing out that, well, this kind of happened in previous arcs where like there was like an end, right? And then there was still like a chapter or two that followed, like an epilogue kind of situation where those would be the chapters where it would be like heavily dialogue based and, you know, whatever, interactions with characters. And that's fine, that's fair. It just makes me wonder, well, since we don't really have anything to work off of with this one, where the fuck do we see this going now? Because I can say one thing and one thing only. They better not even try to squeeze in another fucking arc if it's before end of Z.
I got news for you.
Actually,
oh no, bro.
Holy shit. Please tell me something I don't know. Please, just because I really don't know.
I don't even know at this point. I mean, like we said, there's no setup. I said it. I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on next month.
Because I'm going to admit this right now, right? I heard and saw a lot of mixed things these past few days on Twitter and everything about what the fuck was happening with the next arc, but I didn't see, I wasn't paying attention to it because it was mixed, right? I was hearing things about how the mangaka from Super Dragon Ball Heroes was coming over and they were both gonna do an arc together, and I'm just like, hold the fuck up. But then I saw it was fake, so I didn't know what the hell was real. So I decided I'm gonna keep doing Legends videos anyways, right? So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they've since announced it officially, but yeah, I don't know.
Probably gonna have to ask Geekdom.
So
Pro source.
So wait, so Kai, do you actually know or no? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I'm gonna say is I really just can't. I can't. Like I did the math forever ago. We were already in this whole plot hole. Like all of this, guys, all of this that we've been in has been a plot hole. I don't think people realize this. All of this that has been happening pretty much since, like, I want to say, like, Moro, pretty much is in a hole. It has a label plot right on it. Okay, because these events that have been taking place do not correspond with how the original timeline of Z is. Okay? So listen, if there's people out there that are listening to us and you have no idea what the fuck we're talking about, let me just put you in on a little something, how this shit is working and why we are acting the way we are right now. Dragon Ball Z ends. Well, the last big villain, right? Majin Buu, Kid Buu. It took him forever to defeat this guy. But Goku said, as he was fucking washing this dude, I hope you come back reincarnated as a good guy and we can fight again, right? Typical Goku shit. Fair enough. It was very epic because the Spirit Bomb, he was holding it back. And then Goku's like, Super Saiyan, fucking Kamehameha, fire, right? Very great moment. Never forget. I saw it on TV as a kid. It was godlike. I was screaming at the freaking screen. It was great. Then there's a time skip. There's a time skip. Okay? This isn't the next day. This isn't fucking a week. It was 10 years. 10 years later. Characters are grown up. New characters are born. There's a whole nother tournament. And then there's a character named Oob. It's fucking Boo backwards. And Goku's like, hey, that's Boo backwards. I want to fight that guy. I have a good feeling about this. It turns out Goku was fucking right. His dumb ass was right. That was the reincarnation that he wished for without wishing for, with no Dragon Balls. This was the no balls wish. Okay? Someone was listening and made it happen. And they fly off into the sunset. And we don't even have to talk about GT, but that's how Z ends. That is how Z ends. We see Pan, we see Goten, we see Trunks. They're all older. All of them. Even Gohan with the fucking glasses. Brother Luch's favorite. No indication that this guy was... Oh no. Oh my god. Don't... Oh my god.
Shit. Yeah. Continue.
And they and that is and there it is, right? So that's Z. Dragon Ball Super intentionally takes place in between this 10-year gap. But there's a certain line that confirms that there was a time, literally half of that they did not see each other. Specifically, the Briefs family, Bulma, Vegeta, Trunks, all that, and Goku's family. Bulma literally says, wow, we haven't seen you in 5 years. Fucking 5 years. Guess what, guys? Out of all the fucking things that's happened in Super, Beerus introduction, the Frieza bullshit, Universe 6 tournament, Goku Black and Trunks, Tournament of Power, Broly, Moro. See, right here, there's the 7th fucking big thing that's happening, okay? This is kind of where you're like, okay, that's enough. You're literally within this fucking area you should not be in right now. Because after all these arcs, it was around 5 years that has passed already. So at this threshold, that's it. Yeah, it's it. That's done. Stop it. You need help. Stop it.
They need to be tested.
Bro, they continue with this with the arcs. They give us this one. They give us a whole fucking movie. This is all plot hole. Everything. Not everything, but most of it. Like the last few big things that have happened has literally had this overlapping, conflicting of things that go on. So realistically, right? Super is essentially retconning the end of Z before our very eyes. There's no way, and then that's what makes everything just so fucked, and that's why we get frustrated. That's why we're so critical on this. That's why we don't just listen to a word that Toriyama says verbatim with the utmost trust. Because listen, as a fan, you guys cannot just sit there and just be like, oh, but the creator said, Toriyama said. Dude, Toriyama said a lot of things over the last 30 fucking years. He's done a lot of things over the last 30 fucking years. We have an extra. Go on to Patreon. Listen to it. We have an episode. Geekdom straight up told us. He told the listeners. He goes, bro, Toriyama says one thing and then he changes it in another interview years down the road. AKA Cell Max can be as strong as he wants to say that he is, and then next thing you know, the next fucking person comes out, oh yeah, no, Cell Max is not that. No, this is fucking nothing. This is why. This is why. People can't fucking no one can get mad at us for feeling this way. Like, y'all can't. You like, because every single person that has ever tried to write a fucking nasty comment or a fucking all caps comment trying to tell us that we don't know what we're talking about, or that we just have to just aimlessly, blindly listen and just follow whatever Toriyama says. Whatever the creator says is the gospel. No. This is the exception. When the creator themselves and all the powers that be are literally just doing whatever, that is when you have to have a fucking eighth of a brain and start questioning things. You can't, like, you can't just go on in life like that. You can't just be like, bro, let me tell you something. If I had a teacher that one day I go to class and she goes, okay, 2 + 2 is 4. Bet 2 + 2 is 4. Next fucking day I go into that fucking class and she tells me 2 + 2 is 8. I would be like, what? I'll be like, whoa, hold the fuck up. What do you mean? Yesterday you told me that was 4. Oh, actually. It's a simple concept. Same principle. Okay? You guys cannot do this. Y'all, people gotta really start smelling the fucking coffee here. Okay? And this is the reason why fans like us, people that are critical of this, are going to talk about it and are going to keep bringing it up, because clearly we want to see change. But thankfully for us now, that change is in the form
change has come
of something else. And finally, I can breathe again. I'm at peace again, because this isn't it anymore. This is not it anymore. And that's the beautiful thing. See, we have the official shit. We have all this fucking circus known as Dragon Ball now at this point, right? And the funny thing is, all it took was 4 years of hard work and labor and passion to make a 10-minute presentation to show us really what this fucking shit could be and what it should be. And that's why, as upset or as angry or as frustrated as I could ever be, I'm okay.
No pain. No pain.
No pain. No pain. All the gain. Oh, fire.
Now we chilling.
We are completely chilling, dude. Completely chilling. So as far as what the fuck ever happens next chapter, I don't care. I'll just put it that way. I just don't care. I don't care. Not to say like, oh, like I don't like whatever. Like, I'm saying I don't care because this is where we've been at. It's not that this is where we're at. No, this is where we've been at, as far as like how they're handling everything. You know what I'm saying? And this is how it's going to continue. Okay? Because I highly doubt that they wrap this chapter up with this ending. I highly doubt that they did it this way because of Legend. I don't think so. And I don't think that they were actually listening to feedback from the fucking readers. I don't think that at all. I think they just did it just to do it. You know, they got plans. Listen, as long as the people at that Dragon Ball room have an idea, or they want something to go a certain way, they're just gonna it's just gonna happen. Doesn't matter. And it went on this long, so you know what? Fuck it. It's over. And honestly, the other thing I wanted to bring up about this arc, right, is that, and I will acknowledge some of the people that said this in the comments, because this is also another very realistic approach to it, is that because we've been reading and keeping up with it month to month, there's that delay of that month between the chapters that is, you know, it's making it feel how it's been feeling However, if you go back from like the beginning and then try to read it straight, it may not be as bad, right? Because that's apparently what happened with the Moro arc, was that, you know, people went back and they read it straight and they were like, oh, like they didn't have any problems with it or whatever, right? Everything seemed to be pretty fucking laid out or whatever. Listen, I'm not here to argue that. I'm just here to acknowledge that the other side. Huh?
Susanoo Goku.
Shout out to Susanoo fucking Goku making the appearance twice. Okay? But, I mean, dude, but here's the thing, right? I bring that up because I also want to acknowledge that not everybody has that luxury. I definitely don't have that fucking luxury or the time to fucking now go all the way back to where this arc started and then just read all of it again. Okay? That's just not happening. With this podcast, my channel, my game channel, my stream, my full-time job, and then taking care of myself, I go to the fucking gym. I gotta get this fucking workout in, all right? Gotta have a nice balance. Dude, there's no time. I cannot sit there and I'm gonna go back now and read all these fucking chapters again just to formulate another opinion. However, if for whatever reason there's an influx of support and y'all just want to fucking give us all this money so that we could just be full-time on here, then sure, I'll fucking do it. I'll even stream it. But until that happens, that's not happening, right? It's unrealistic because of what we have in our day-to-day real lives, right? So we're not there yet. Hopefully one day we will be, but not.
How many chapters generally should an arc even be?
Well, it really depends on the arc. I don't even recall what chapter this one started on, but I want to say it was like 67 or something like that. Something around that number. And this was 86. So it was around 20.
Close to 20.
Yeah, around 20. And think about it. That's 20 45-page chapters. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
You know, like this shit don't come out weekly. It's just not no fucking 18, 15-page average. This is fucking 42, 45. At least 40. 47, right?
Yeah, I mean, that number seems like it was dragged.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure if an arc should really technically be 20 chapters. Depending, I guess, on how much is actually going on. Like the reason why I could feel that this particular arc was like a drag was just because they were going back and forth between who's the strongest and everything like that. Like I feel like there should be a chapter gap in regards to that, like get it over with type of shit, like, because once that's introduced so many times, like that's when it falls off. Like the interest level declines so much because we're trying to figure out like why, like who's actually the strongest now. Like it makes it confusing and doesn't make it interesting anymore.
Right.
And I think that's what happened with this particular arc, and I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
Because it killed the ending of the arc itself. Like I didn't feel anything on this last chapter, like I said. So like,
yeah.
Like I don't know. I mean, it's I guess you could say it's a relief that it's over, but like yeah. So I mean, I don't know what to expect next. Hopefully I'll be surprised if they kind of introduce what we'd like to see as far as like kind of bring us up to date, like to the Z ending, to
right.
the 10-year gap. That would be very nice.
Yeah, because honestly at this point, you know, once they do cross that bridge, I mean, there's no, dude, there's literally no way to avoid it. Like I don't know why they're acting like the way they're treating Dragon Ball right now is like they're really acting like they are trying to avoid at all costs getting to that end point, the end of Z, right? They've even gone so far as to provide more plot holes to the overall story, right? And cause way more confusion and cause way more head ass just with all the additions of stories, you know, points of views, like the fact that the superhero movie was written before these last two manga arcs happened, right? Like people are actually treating that as its own thing, separate from anything. But you see, even if I was to even give people that and be like, okay, you have that, right? That doesn't make anything any better. And that doesn't, and it sure as hell doesn't prove shit either. Because here's the thing. Take superhero as its own continuity, right? As that thing, just say that slower. Superhero as its own continuity is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. Because think about what that means. That means that you're literally in your own fucking corner. You're in your own corner trying to power scale and make sense of whatever the fuck you want to make sense of. And guess who? Guess who is the only person that's gonna be satisfied with whatever fucking conclusion you come up with? Yourself. So you have all these fucking fans in their own, literally in their own corner of this fandom, that are gonna try to tell us and everyone else around them that this is how it is. This takes place here. These other things don't matter though. And that's what it is. Because Toriyama said so. Right? Yo, y'all can have your corner. Y'all can have your corner. I don't care. Because honestly, like, even at that point, it's like you're gonna be talking to yourself. You're gonna be talking to yourself. Who you really gonna try to debate shit with? If you're gonna try to tell people, oh, this character is stronger than this one because they said a hypothetical. Gohan thinks his dad and Vegeta wouldn't be able to fucking handle. Bro, that fucking Gohan hasn't even seen what they're doing. He has no idea. Between his fucking insect books that he's been studying and the fucking Macaco Sampo that he's been fucking doing on the side, when the hell was he peeping at what his dad and Vegeta was doing?
Never.
Where the fuck was Gohan when he was handling when they were handling Broly?
Sleep.
Right. Where the fuck was Piccolo? Where was that? What happened? Where was they?
On the mountains.
See what I mean? Like, dude, like, come on, man. Like, you can't even if you give the people what they want, even then, at that point, it still doesn't make sense. It actually makes it worse. It makes it worse.
You know, I wouldn't honestly mind if, like, they briefly use superhero in the next chapter to then advance to the 10-year gap or wherever, you know.
I would, you know what?
I wouldn't mind, but when I say brief, I mean very brief. Not a fucking whole chapter, even half the chapter, a fucking review on superhero.
Oh.
Like a few pages, maybe 10.
No. I got you one better. They've done that already. They've literally done that in the manga. It happened in the Resurrection F. They had like literally, it was like a page. And I think, and they did the same thing with Broly. Okay, so when they had the bridge between the Tournament of Power and Moro, obviously Broly happened. It was in the manga. They had, you turn the page and it was Goku, Vegeta, Broly fighting. And like they had a little excerpt saying something along the lines of like, and then like there was this fight that they had, but then they kept it moving, right? Because what does that say? That means that, okay, manga or anime, doesn't matter. This has a place in the overall continuity.
They gotta keep it pushing.
Right? You have to keep it pushing. So yeah, I agree with that. I would hope that they would do that. That would be beautiful. If they fucking do that shit, man, holy shit. And you know what would even do it better? If they do that, and then they have the scene where everyone is in that point in time. They're all older or whatever. Like, I mean, really just Trunks and Goten, right? And Pan's there or whatever. And then there's a conversation. Okay? Because it's always the basic conversations between the characters that make things, that confirm or deny things. And I love that shit. It's not a fight. It's not a power struggle. It's a fucking conversation. An exchange of words that literally just been like, oh yeah, this is how it is, right? I hope that Toyotaro, or even if Toriyama fucking does it, I don't care. Somebody with a fucking with some sanity left over there at that fucking Dragon Ball room. They literally write some bullshit in there, right? Let's say Piccolo has a conversation with Vegeta, right? I'll give you some perspective. Piccolo has a conversation with Vegeta. Why are they talking? I don't fucking care. It doesn't fucking matter, right? They literally have a conversation, and Piccolo's like, yo, you guys missed Cell Max, right? I had to basically
hold it down.
I basically had to hold it down, right? I had to hold it down, right? The entire fucking time. And Gohan got the finish, right? And Vegeta would be like,
but still, Piccolo really did hold it down, because without him, Gohan wouldn't have even cracked to that point.
oh, trust me, that's a whole nother fucking topic that we could literally go on about. That would add another hour to this fucking episode. So let's not go there.
My
Okay.
bad.
No, you're good. No, you're good. Don't worry, you're good.
It always happens at the hour mark. We always say some shit that that gets us full power.
Yeah. And okay, so then Vegeta's like, Cell returned, and people will be like, oh well, you see, it was kind of not really Cell, but it was a Cell that was apparently supposed to be stronger than the original. And somehow Piccolo would know what Toriyama said, right? Because right, fuck it. And then Piccolo says, oh yeah, like almost strong or maybe powerful than Broly. And then all Vegeta has to do is go, ha! I would have been able to defeat Cell with my fucking pinky. That's all it would have taken. And I don't care, because then guess what happens? All of those people, every single fucking person that want to ride on Gohan and Piccolo, really believing that they're stronger than Goku and Vegeta, they will go so fast and be like, oh, no, that's not true. That's not true. Vegeta said this. He's arrogant. And I would literally
I'd be like, Toriyama said.
Right. I'm pretty sure.
My fucking headphones pulled out, son. Oh, now I can hear you guys. Oh my god.
Right. I'm pretty sure we talked about that whole thing between what we both thought on Cell and Gohan versus fucking Cell Max. Unless we did it on the pod.
Oh no. So what? Okay, so I don't remember if it was an episode that we recorded or we were just having a conversation. Oh no! Yeah. It was, okay, we were getting ready for an episode. Or maybe it was after we recorded an episode. I'll leave you guys with this. Brother Uch and I was pretty much literally dissecting the movie, but not even the movie. It was just the fucking fight scene with Cell Max.
Terrible.
And literally, guys, this does not help Gohan's sake.
Or Piccolo.
All. Because, well, I mean, yeah, I guess not, right? Because they were struggling, okay? They were struggling. See, people want to glorify this fucking thing, Orange and the Beast. They want to fucking over glorify, like, oh my god, these new forms. That's it. They're stronger.
Oh, that's it, all right.
Oh fuck. Oh yeah, that's fucking it, dude. Piccolo had to do so much. Gohan, Piccolo, he was like in and out of Orange, right? Like he literally was getting his shit rocked. Gohan literally got a sensu bean. And even after that, he was gonna, he literally needed assistance. If he was so strong, why the fuck did it take the effort of everybody? They remember, guys, Cell Max was already handicapped. Gamma 2 sacked himself.
Piccolo, he was double handicapped. He came with a built-in weakness.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
No. Triple handicap, nigga. What do you mean? He came in with a weakness, then he got blasted by Gamma 2. And then on top of that, he wasn't even completed.
Yup. Wasn't even completed.
Oh, nah, bro.
He really, yo, they fucking. You can't even say they bio Broly'd him, because this is worse than that. When you put it into that perspective.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, I'm telling y'all, people gotta fucking wake the fuck up, man, because it's not like red and blue. It's not like the sky is blue and the grass is green. It's just not like that. It's literally like, this is head ass. This is they're not as fucking strong. Like, they're strong, sure. Oh yeah, but what about when Gohan took the whole punch from fucking and nah, bro. Listen, we're done. We're done. I got people to shout out on the fucking Patreon, okay? Like, I've had enough of this.
Patreon ski.
Yeah. So everyone that has been listening, appreciate y'all. And this is the other opportunity to let y'all know that if you want your own shout out right here on these episodes, all you gotta do is be a tier 3 member on our Patreon, which is of course in the link in the description below. Again, big shout outs to our boy Jerick Rivera. I believe this is actually somebody new because we have 3 shout outs this time around. We have Soul Awakens. And of course, our boy, the one, the only, Juice. Yo, you know what's funny? Juice actually, he's been really fucking with the Legend videos, which, I mean, who isn't? Because it's fucking Legend. So, like I said at the beginning of this episode, guys, I don't know exactly if it will happen. But if it does, look forward to it. The possibility that we will be joined by none other than Legend, a Dragon Ball Tale creator, Nasir Pasha. Okay, so cross your fingers, pray, hope that the schedules work out, and look forward to next week's episode either way. So next week, since we don't have to talk about this chapter, we can just go back to talking about Legend, or we can acknowledge more head ass. But why don't y'all let us know in the comments below? Okay, like, share, subscribe, hit us up on Twitter, all that good stuff. Supporting links are gonna be in the description as always. The Patreon, the email, and like I said, I already said, the Twitter. Brother Uch, do you have anything left you want to leave with the people at home?
Not today.
Fair enough.
Not today.
Kai-san, you.
Legend.
And with that, we are out of here, guys. It's been your boy Ooch, the lethal one, brother Ooch, and the homie of all the Kais, Kai-san. We will see y'all next time. Fuck Super.